Did you start it?
Yeah, she did.
Dora's
Stephanie?
time.
I love how this hubcast started with, "Did you start it?"
Hello? Oh,
here.
hi, and welcome to the Hubcast, which I think is episode 15
Woo!
or something like that.
Is that
which would
15
make-
weeks?
How many
Yeah.
months is 15 weeks?
Well, you have about 3 to 4
8.
weeks. Well, 4 weeks in a month.
At least
12.
4 weeks in a
I have a
month.
quiz.
so
And some
4
change.
times 3. It's
I have a quiz.
3.5 months.
He has a quiz.
What is this? What TV show, cartoon is this from? Did.
Dora.
False.
What?
It's Yu-Gi-Oh.
It's time to
What in the world? That was the worst rendition I think I've ever heard.
It's time to
It
I thought it
counts.
was not get jiggy with it.
I think that's Will Smith.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever
That's
happened
what I
to
heard.
Welcome,
Yu-Gi-Oh?
welcome to the Wild West.
Whatever happened to Will Smith? Anyway, welcome to the Hubcast,
sciencing.
the last Hubcast in this creature office.
We're
This is a
actually
beautiful set.
sledgehammering this set right after the show.
I had said I didn't realize we wouldn't have broken down the set by now, but I was hoping we'd be on the floor with just microphones and kind of just be like, well,
With Chinese food.
we're in the corner where we
Yeah,
used to
that
have
That
the
sounds
set.
like a
Chinese
creature's
food.
thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pop a squat
Yep.
and make it
Yet
happen.
we have left this set for last because pretty much everything else is torn down / packed up.
Yeah,
Yep.
we've made good progress.
I think the only thing that hasn't really been touched is this
Bullpen.
room and then the mead room and bullpen.
Yeah.
Because the mead room still has a bunch of mead
I walked in
it.
the green screen room earlier. Sam finished packing it up. Holy crap!
Yeah.
It's weird. It's
Yeah.
really
Well,
weird.
I
There's a lot
thought
of white walls everywhere. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I like this color.
White walls with a bunch of speckled crap all over them.
Yeah.
From all the years of speckling the crap all over the ceilings and the
Man.
walls.
Also, we're selling some
Scars.
stuff on Craigslist right now, and some of that stuff is like covered in like dog food and just random crap.
You keep saying dog food. I've yet to see dog food.
It was for one of the Easter videos.
I
They
got
threw
dog
dog
food
food at each
everywhere.
other, and it like landed on a bunch of shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. What do we have to talk about? TV movie trailers.
I bought a movie at Target last night.
Which one?
Suicide Squad extended
Oh,
cut Blu-ray.
bleh.
Did you watch it last
I
night?
did.
You did watch it last
I
night.
did. I watched it last night.
Verdict. Because you liked Suicide Squad.
I liked it less.
The extended?
Well, that was your third time
Because it
seeing it,
wasted
right?
more of my time. Okay, I think I like this.
Qualify what your thoughts on Suicide Squad before.
I thought the acting was pretty good.
Yeah, in Suicide Squad.
Some of the characters I really loved. All of the main cast, including Jai Courtney, I thought did really good.
Yeah.
The writing was not great, and the editing was really bad. Aside from that, I think the directing was not bad for what they had. And
Director wrote it.
Well, I guess the acting was fine. But the extended cut added about 4 or 5 scenes, not much.
Yeah, I saw the clip of because I also have it, but I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
That's classic Dan right there. But I watched a clip they released, and it was that scene with Harley riding next to the purple lane. That scene, I was like, what the? I get why they cut that.
There's a lot of... I've already re-edited it in my head of how I would like to view it, but the scenes they added in, there was one with the Joker, I was like, he kind of acted more like the Joker, how I would perceive the Joker here, but the other Joker scene, I thought he did just as bad.
Yeah.
And towards the end, I didn't realize this before, he changed his voice at the end.
Oh, really?
He goes from like kind of having like like a high voice to being like, "I got you now, Harley," like getting like this gruff thing at
does
the
that
end.
Points, yeah, where it's like I'm talking like this all the time.
Yeah, but he does it right before he crashes, and so he's just like, I got some grape soda and a bearskin rug," and like I thought that was funny, but he also like changed his voice out of nowhere.
exactly what
That's in the first one.
Yeah, I mean, it pretty much sounds like that, but
Harley, I'm coming to get you. There's a conspiracy with Amanda Waller. She's controlling all the Suicide Squad. Why is that? What's her goal?
I mean,
What does the government gain from the Suicide Squad?
I have this
Suicide
problem
Squad.
with the movie where every time I watch it, I'm like, I want to like this movie. And there's things I love about it, and there's things I hate about it. And it's really messy. It's
Yeah.
a really messy movie, and I think I don't even think it's a step in the right direction. I want to like Wonder Woman. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, well, it's
The trailer looks cool.
Yeah.
every single one leading
I
up to
finally
it.
saw the trailer.
For Wonder Woman? Did you watch the Assassin's Creed trailer?
No.
It keeps.
The fuck is wrong
I
with
only
you? You
watched-
wrote it up there.
Yeah, but I only watch trailers as they are convenient for me.
Like at
Okay.
a movie theater.
I'll never click on a link for a trailer because it's just too much work. However, if they come on in a movie theater, I'll watch them.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'm kind of forced to.
They're
You saw
also
the Wonder
better
Woman
in
trailer.
movie
What'd you think of the
theaters.
Wonder Woman trailer?
Looks really good.
Yeah.
I like Chris Pine a lot, so
Oh yeah.
I
he's a
I
cool
said this for
dude.
Suicide Squad though, because that trailer looked really good.
Oh, that movie looked fucking amazing.
Yeah, and the movie we got was not that, but I really like Harley. I really like Deadshot. I thought Diablo was cool, and there's scenes in that where I'm like, this is really cool, but the story doesn't make sense. Like a lot of times they'll say things about stuff that's going to happen, or stuff that has happened, as if they're watching the movie too. It doesn't make sense in their world. Like they'll just do things, and it's like, why did their helicopter get shot down? And then they're just fine just walking, or
Yeah.
they're going to save her on top of the helipad or something, and you realize like if the movie had gone to plan, they would have saved her and left. What are the villains doing now? Are they just going to be left in the city? Like they never were originally going to attack
they were
them.
calling in the Justice League. But you want to know what really makes me mad about the Wonder Woman trailer? Is the fact that it had really cool music the entire time,
Yep.
and at the end they're like, "Hey, let's throw in that song everyone knows from that stupid."
Hell yeah, it
movie
gets
we
me pumped
made."
when it
That song
rolls
is
around to
so
that.
good.
I don't like that.
I love that
don't
song.
like
Her
that
little
song
intro
very
or her
much.
theme.
Yeah.
It just didn't fit the trailer. I mean, it's
No,
it's
I
okay
get it
and-
is a little jarring because it
pretty
does
jarring.
the transition isn't that great, but it's still
That song gets
I
me
used to
pumped.
work out to that trailer, then I stopped working out. But no, that song, not the trailer, the song is fucking like
Yeah.
It's
but
pretty cool.
Gets me pumped.
Sorry to interrupt you, Spencer.
Oh,
Go
no, you're
ahead.
fine. I want to like the movie. I'm really excited for Gotham City Sirens. I think that could be really cool.
What in the
Yeah.
world is that?
So they just announced that yesterday. David Ayer is returning to do the Harley Quinn spin-off movie.
Who's that?
David Ayer was the director of
filmed
Suicide
Suicide
Squad.
Squad.
I like the title a lot.
He was the director
I
writer
know.
of Suicide Squad.
I
Yeah, so he's adapting. They had announced just before Suicide Squad came out, or just after, that they were going to do a Harley Quinn, start developing a Harley Quinn spin-off movie. So she's leading that, and it's going to be
Poison Ivy,
Catwoman. That's typically the
And possibly
Ooh, who's
Batgirl
playing
as the
Catwoman?
antagonist.
don't know. So they just announced that they're putting. Apparently, it's on the fast track, so it's actually being developed.
I hope so,
and-
because I want a good live action Poison Ivy, and I'd love to see this. This would be really cool to actually see a live action version.
There
I
is
just
a
want it
live
to be
action
good.
version.
No, a good one. I put good before it. Have you seen Batman and Robin?
Yes.
Or is it
I
Batman
thought it was
Forever?
fantastic.
Batman and Robin is the well.
Just
I mean,
kidding, I haven't really seen that movie.
so
Bat nipples.
Batman and Robin and Batman. I used to love Batman Forever, but going back and watching it, it's kind of tough just because it's a little much.
Well, it's also different.
Um,
It's like me watching the prequels now for Star Wars. It's like I loved them as a kid.
Yeah.
I go back now and it's like there's definitely flaws.
You kind of see what
there's
everybody else
definitely
was
flaws
talking
with
about.
it.
They also slated the Batman movie that Ben Affleck is writing and directing
Hopefully
for this slot that they had for not Suicide Squad, Justice League Part 2.
Oh, yeah.
That was, I think, in 2018. So they already had because they announced up to 2020
Are
their
they just
release
gonna make
dates.
another Batman universe?
I mean, most of they should be leaning heavily on Batman,
Well,
which
the
is
thing
good.
is, he has the best characters in terms of villains. And
Yeah,
everything.
I mean, he has the most recognizable villains, and he is the most recognizable hero in my book. But also Superman. But Superman has less known villains than Batman's villain. Did you see the Lego Batman trailer that had Condiment King in it?
It had Condiment King.
Yeah, they have Condiment
Yes!
King as one of the they're going through the different rogues, and Condiment King comes up, and he's just like.
Condiment King.
Yeah, that's
is one of Batman's-
Ketchup and mustard.
It's not a main
What?
save villain, but
It's for the Lego Batman movie.
he was also in the
Condiment
comics.
King.
That movie
Yeah.
looks amazing because it's parodying and also just showing what's the best,
That's why I love
the
those
best
Lego
stuff
movies.
about
It's
Batman.
just- they don't have to really care. They can
Yeah.
just be like, we're gonna take the shit out of all this stuff.
Yeah, like there's specifically a scene that makes fun of the previous Batman films, which is awesome. Anyway,
Condiment King's story is so sad.
yeah, no, I get it because I really liked Suicide Squad the first time we saw it, and then second viewing I watched it with my sister when she was visiting a month back, and I didn't like it as much. Like it was just it does not look like $150 or whatever $1 million movie. It doesn't look like they had there isn't a whole lot of variety in the just presentation of it. Like a
Yeah.
lot of it's all that one night. It's just them
And
taking out
there's also
hordes
the
of.
kind of the trope that's been used a lot in recent years, which is giant blue beam in the sky and a faceless army.
Yeah.
And I didn't like bring that up
Honest
before because I
trailers.
was like, well, like whatever, but it's a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like the 12th movie where it's like there's a giant blue beam shooting to the sky. How can we stop it? And sometimes like with Age of Ultron, then there's a robot army with it, and
Ninja Turtles.
It's just Ninja Turtles exactly. Amazing Spider-Man 1, 2.
I didn't see
Maybe
those.
not. I don't know.
Spider-Man trailer. Sorry to cut in.
That
you
was so
reminded
good.
me.
Amazing Spider-Man, 2 did have the beam in the sky, I think,
It's
because
just-
that's what he was
just
using
interesting.
the power grid and stuff. Oh no, that's when he had the sound waves going. Do you remember that?
Yep.
In Amazing Spider-Man 2. Oh my god, that movie was so
That
garbage.
movie was on the TV when I
Remember
left
when he
my
shoots
house
his
today.
web and it turns
On
into
the
a
TV?
hand?
It was on
the television?
TV.
Shot a hand whip?
What?
Remember when he shoots the web at the end and it turns into a hand reaching out?
Oh yeah, the little wispy hand where it was like.
Which I think I would have liked if the movie was better, but there's a lot of things I was watching in Suicide Squad where I was like, I think I would have been okay with this if the movie was better.
Yeah, well, the thing about
Spider-Man,
Amazing Man Spider-Man, Amazing Man Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man 2, that's my favorite part is the end stuff with with that stuff, and because that's the best part of the movie is him and Gwen Stacy. Like,
yeah.
they have really good chemistry because I guess they were dating at the time, but also they just have really great chemistry. So that was kind of that's the only thing I'll miss from the Andrew Garfield. That and Andrew Garfield. I like Andrew Garfield.
Well, my last point for Suicide Squad before we move on is
Oh
just
my
that
goodness.
it's just that I want to like DC. I really do. They're just making it really hard.
I know.
That's about it.
Yeah. I love Batman movie Superman.
The movie trailer
I did
for
like that
Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk
Oh.
came out.
Ooh, Dunkirkland's.
Have you
Dunkirk.
guys seen it?
No,
Nope.
but I was trying to think of Christopher Nolan's name yesterday, but for some reason couldn't, and I was pissed off. And
It's
then-
Christopher Nolan.
But now you
Just
said
hit
it.
ya.
It's in my head again. Go.
Yes.
How can
that's
you be my friend and
all
not
Wait, so
know
you click
Christopher
on a link?
Nolan's name?
I know the name. Dunkirk. Is that the D-Day one?
Yeah, it's the World War II one.
Skip.
It's not D-Day.
He clicked on a link to watch it.
Because I sent it to him this morning.
I never clicked on that.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I didn't.
It looks
I
stressful.
watched it because it was on my
It does.
Twitter feed, and I didn't have
It
to
did
click
autoplay?
it. It did autoplay.
Wait,
and I
wait,
went up and I was
did
like,
you click on it to listen to sound?
and I clicked the sound
Did you
icon.
restart it? Did you restart it?
No,
Oh! What did you miss?
I don't know. The first like 5-6 seconds.
Oh,
of
okay, then
a
you're
guy
fine.
Clicked
standing
on it.
around.
That's
You're
the
fine.
same as clicking on a link.
No,
Did
it's
you go
not.
full screen?
No,
Oh my god.
better darn
Peter,
sure
Oh,
believe
the
I
Cat
didn't.
Whisker says some of Dunkirk was filmed about 10 minutes away from me. That's awesome.
That's really cool.
So Dunkirk is a real story.
Yes.
Just
About
like
Batman?
Inception, and they're following. I think it's actually
just
a
like
sequel
Inception.
to Inception
Yes.
in some ways.
Wow.
And then he's just gonna wake up. You'll find Leo is being washed onto the beach after they all get rescued.
That's
In
what they're all
Dunkirk?
looking at in the
In
theater in
Dunkirk,
the trailer.
Is there an old Asian
I'm horribly
man
offended
who
at
you
that,
were friends
Jordan.
with when you were younger?
This was a real event that
Huh?
many
Never
people
mind.
lost their lives.
That's true.
Salty.
Hi.
I don't know. I wasn't like.
Dunlap.
Did Angelina Jolie direct this?
No,
What?
she
This
directed.
feels like a movie she would
Kirsten
direct.
Dunst.
She did that. She did the other one.
Where she lifts the. He's like, I'm gonna lift this above my head.
I didn't watch
Remember
that
that?
movie.
Y'all
but-
gonna make me lift this?
Continue.
What's the name of that? I know what you're talking about.
It's like, shoot, it's about the track runner guy, and then he was in the army, and then
Oh, you
Yeah,
are.
he's a
Don't
POW.
dwell on the Angelina Jolie
Forrest
thing.
Gump.
I didn't mean to bring that up.
that's
now
all
it's
right.
gonna bug me
But
that
no,
I don't
no, no.
remember
But
the name.
but that's actually an apt comparison because visually it kind of looks similar. I mean, Roger Deakins filmed that one, which Roger Deakins can film anything and it will look amazing. But I think that Nolan is still working with the guy who did in Interstellar because up to this point he's always worked with Wally Pfister as a director of photography. So all of his movies looked pretty similar. So it's a different kind of visual style, but I think it looks very crisp and sharp. And I don't know, it looks like a really solid war movie.
I mean,
They come out every now and then.
you can't really show much because it's obviously going to take place in a majority of the same area.
Is it like Band of Brothers?
Kind of.
I never
Like
saw that
the trailer kind of showcased some deserters. Like it had Cillian Murphy who was trying to desert. I think
Now, was
Cillian
Tom
Murphy.
Hardy a German or
he was a pilot.
Ooh,
I don't
Tom
know.
Hardy's in it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's Tom.
They
Hardy.
just
Cillian
show him
Murphy.
putting on a mask in
even
one shot.
better, Harry Styles.
Harry Styles is in it as well.
He does like a very
singer dude?
English.
Yep, in his an acting debut.
I am Harry Styles. I wish Zayn was still with me.
I think there was a shot of him underwater going. So
that
was
was Harry
interesting.
Styles.
It was his hair was going.
Guess it wasn't too styled anymore.
Nope.
Goodness.
Anyway, it looks really good. I mean, but it kind of looks sad too. I feel like you're
Yeah.
just gonna watch it and be like depressed the entire time. But also, it's about hope. The trailer kind of points that out. As it's hope will save the day, and
Only after you're
Americans-
depressed.
Americans.
America.
Kenneth Branagh.
I think they're all British in that.
Yeah, they
aren't
are.
They
They are.
mostly
They are.
British.
They are.
No, there's
They
gonna
are
be one
Americans.
scene with an American with a flag running out. He's gonna stab what world was this?
Hitler.
He's gonna stab Hitler in the chest
In Dunkirk.
with the American flag, and Hitler's gonna
Very,
fall
very
back.
infamously.
It's gonna be like,
Yeah. Very infamously, the Dunkirk beach is where
Hitler got stabbed
was
with a
stabbed
flag.
with an American flag. Yeah.
by an American.
yeah.
The only American that had swam all the way across the Atlantic Ocean and climbed up on the beach and took care of Hitler in one
You
fell
would be
swoop.
the only people that could do that. Americans.
Anyway, Rogue One comes
Ooh.
out tomorrow
Ooh.
as well.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I
Well, it
haven't
comes out Friday, midnight showings tomorrow.
I'm seeing it 10,
I'd
20
like to see
p.m.
it, but I don't have time, so I'm probably not going to be able to see it until I get back.
Did
on
you guys not
Monday,
end up getting tickets?
Tuesday.
I thought you guys were going to try to shoot for it.
No,
Maybe not.
I haven't
Okay.
even looked.
Yeah, I remember the day they went online, I went for it, and the Alamo servers I was in like a queue of like 3,000 people or something like that. It was like a crazy queue
That's
that I was
nuts,
in.
though.
But I got our tickets. I mentioned it to Spencer.
And I
he
got
his
tickets?
the next day. He actually got an earlier showtime. I just picked a later one because
I picked the first thing I saw. I was like 10, 20. That seems like a good time.
Yeah,
Looked on
yeah.
it. There was 2 seats together in the handicap section right next to them. So I'm gonna have some space.
Yeah, Joe and I are like just left of center, so we're in a good spot. But I've been hearing incredible things about Rogue One so far. It seems to be getting really good reviews.
The
I
only
thi-
thing I've heard so far is Chris Hardwick on that show he does on Comedy Central.
Midnight?
Yes, that one. He said it was really awesome.
Ooh,
That's the only thing I've heard so far.
outside of what I've relayed to you as well.
I've heard most of that.
Yeah,
The only downfall,
I'm glad you listened to me, Joe.
the only downfall of Rogue One, as long as the merch is boring. There's no colors.
Well, there's also the movie kind of. Well, I mean, visually, it
I
does
think-
look pretty
I
interesting,
think
but
the merch matches the movie. I just think a lot of the characters, like, there's no giant gold
Yeah.
C-3PO or a lightsaber, which
well,
is fine.
you don't want
'cause it
flashy
serves
shit.
the
You're a
story.
rebellion, yeah.
Exactly. BB-8's on this one. But that's the only downfall. I think this movie's gonna be great. I think it makes sense. I don't think it's gonna feel like a Star Wars movie, which might be good.
Are you kidding me right now?
Oh, that's from what
That's-
I've read, not the case.
That's
Nope.
not true.
Um,
That can't be a thing. As
What?
long as there's Darth Vader, stormtroopers, and lasers, it's gonna feel like a Star Wars movie.
I'm just making sure. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
I haven't
okay.
seen it yet.
When
Apparently,
they go off and start doing stuff with like other universe stuff that is, the only thing to tie you back to the Star Wars universe is the lasers, then it won't feel like one.
do you
No.
know how amazing the Han Solo movie is going to be?
Oh.
Like, that's going to be
I
incredible.
mean, pretty cool.
Tom Hardy
Because
as Han
it's
Solo.
the Lego Movie dudes making a Star Wars movie.
Tom Hardy.
It's gonna be so
What?
cool.
I always like throwing his name into any movie possibility.
Oh, if he gets into Star Wars, I'd shit my pants.
I would too.
But apparently, probably from what I read, what Peter Cetera from Slash Film said, about 50% of the promotional material up to that point wasn't even in the movie. Like scenes that were featured and such.
I'm really excited. I haven't seen anything new either, so I'm really excited. I've only
All
seen the
we
first
know,
trailer.
Spencer, from our playing of the DLC,
Is
is,
the
that there's a
boonge.
massive boonge in this Scarif planet.
There's a
Where's-
big boonge on the planet.
so
Is it like a Sarlacc
there's
pit?
like
there's
a
gonna
there's a
be-
shield around the planet, and there's this like opening, and it's like a boonge butthole opening.
yeah.
Yeah.
What is this?
So what
Sounds like the Death
happens-
Star thing all
So,
over again.
so
But it's
basically,
a
there's
planet.
a wubble around the planet,
Yeah.
and there's a boonge,
And
but it's
they can
electronically
close and
controlled,
open the
so
boonge.
they can contract and expand the boonge.
Ah,
unit.
what were you guys
Simpsons
analyzing
movie.
a still from a trailer or something?
No, we
No,
played
this
it
is-
in the
we were
game.
playing
We
in the
went
game.
through the
So,
boonge.
so
okay.
basically, there's
I didn't know what
Star
the
Wars
hell you were talking
Battlefront.
about.
Okay.
So yeah, there's gonna be a space battle. They're gonna take one of the U-wings, which is the thing with the blue stripes, through the boonge.
The boonge
There'll
will
be-
close.
There's gonna be a U-wing and 2 X-wings. Then the third X-wing is gonna hit the boonge because it closes too fast.
Yep.
And they're gonna get down to the planet, go steal some intel, and get out of there. And that's the finale of the movie
Yep.
Force
crap.
Awakens or the next one?
for Rogue One.
How did you know you saw it?
No, we played it.
it.
We played the Star
we were
Wars.
there.
I see.
But it probably won't happen like that at all.
Nope.
But,
There will be a Boonge.
but
I
there
hope.
will be Boonge. Big planet Boonge.
no
Believe
boons for
me.
old men.
Boonge, boonge, boom,
Seems
boom,
like a
boonge.
poor plan though, because they leave it open until people go through and then they close it.
I don't know why they couldn't close it.
Just leave it closed all the time.
Yeah.
Is it like a aperture?
Yeah, it's kind of
okay,
like
so
yeah.
imagine
Shutter?
a wubble,
It's
Shutter?
aperture.
and then like a space station that has a middle portion, and then it projects another Boonge layer, and then when it needs to open up, it uncontracts it so it
Oh,
opens.
look at me and Jordan's thumbnails on our channel.
Yeah, you can see.
Okay.
we
that.
got the Boonge on there.
It's
Gotcha.
also in one of the trailers too.
Okay.
I
I,
haven't
will
seen that one
investigate this boonge.
Or you could wait until tomorrow
ASAP.
and just see it in the movie.
No. Yeah, you're right.
One of the two.
I'll forget about it.
You know what?
Yeah,
It's called the Scarif Boonge.
Scarab?
Scarif.
Scarif Boonge.
Scarif.
Is Scarif the planet?
Yes.
Okay. Go on.
See, Spencer and I talk about this relatively frequently because you've been avoiding the Rogue One
Yep.
trail outside of the main trailers or just in
I
general.
watched the first one and that's it.
Okay, nice. Because I've always wanted to have the self power to just not watch that shit. I think I'm gonna try
Yep.
to not see anything on on Star Wars Episode 8.
Yeah. Right. Good luck.
Hold on,
Wait, not even a trailer?
not even a trailer.
Wait for that day though.
You know what? Adam Driver said that
It doesn't need a trailer.
in his world that he wished that they didn't even put out trailers for Episode 8. But he was just saying like he understood that they wouldn't do that. But but I kind of
Would you
want
watch
to try
it-
it. I want to see if I have the self will to
Would you
do
watch
it.
an 88-second tease?
That's a lot of time.
That was the first tease for Force Awakens.
yeah.
When he was like,
Oh, the very first Force Awakens one.
that wasn't a trailer.
That
was
yeah,
a
that showed a
tease.
very little bit. I don't know. I mean, I already know all the Well, I don't know all the characters that are going to be in this new movie, but I don't know. I kind of want to try it. I don't know if I can.
Well, just
but-
picture this: you're in a situation, and there's other people nearby watching, and they're like, "What? What do you do?"
It's gonna.
I know. I
happen.
would probably react like that because for Force Awakens, I was like, when that you remember that trailer they revealed during the
It's
basketball
called
game?
FOMO.
Yeah, FOMO, feeling of missing out.
Yeah. Yes.
The one. Yeah, it wasn't, or was it Kimmel? No, it wasn't Kimmel. Yeah, it was during one of the sporting events on ESPN or whatever. So I was tuning in for that, and I like during the trailer went, oh, like I was just like I was freaking out and like super hyped, and I was
See,
into it.
my rule is that I stop watching trailers and like they put TV spots, interviews, everything about a month and a half because that's when they just unload. They're like, how much footage can we put out there? And the third trailer always shows way too much. It's always like, oh, they
Well, it's
showed
because
Spider-Man.
all
in
the
Civil
effects
War.
are done.
Yeah.
All the effects are done.
Yep. Which they're
Almost.
still great trailers, and I don't blame people that do watch them. I just got burned too hard when I watched Age of Ultron, and then you go see it, and then you're like, oh, I already saw the whole Hulkbuster fight. And it's kind of just a letdown. So, like, after Age of Ultron, I started to ease it back. And then after Civil War, I really cut back.
Yeah.
'Cause it was like I had seen all of the big surprises.
I mean, because if you had seen Civil War without seeing that Spider-Man stuff,
oh, I would have lost my mind.
like that would have been awesome. Like,
Yeah.
but you have that reaction the first time when
It's
watching
hard
the trailer.
in this day and age to do that, though.
Yeah.
Because even if, let's say, you avoid that, people are wearing Spider-Man merch everywhere. And there's also other Spider-Man merch before the movie comes out, and people on Twitter, and there's a lot.
Yeah, I remember they were holding off on because everybody knew that Spider-Man was going to be in Civil War, and they had already released a bunch of merchandise around the characters that were in it, except for Spider-Man because they hadn't revealed Spider-Man yet. And then eventually they did, and they put out a hoodie and stuff. But like, yeah,
I liked what they did with Batman Begins when they released it, because they released it with the Ra's al Ghul as the Chinese dude.
Henry. Oh yeah, and Henry Ducard was
Yep.
Liam Neeson's
And then
character.
later on, they re-released it, the action
Yeah.
figures as the actual ones.
Oh really?
Yep.
They re-released him as Ra's al Ghul. Mm-hmm. Spoilers, by the way.
For
Liam
Batman
Neeson
Begins
is Ra's al Ghul.
2005. Your legs are warm.
Yes. And then Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah, what do you think of the trailer?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
He hasn't seen the trailer. That's actually probably. See, he did it. He did it. He did what I envy.
He does it because he's lazy.
Yeah, that's true. I know. So
I
Jordan,
saw one trailer early on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's about it. Other than that,
it
haven't seen
seemed.
much.
I'm kind of confused. Well, not kind of confused, but they seem from the newest trailer that I've seen, they're making a big deal about the Apple of Eden being the MacGuffin for the movie, but that's from the first
What
game.
does MacGuffin mean?
The MacGuffin is like
Holy
just
Grail?
an
like a
object
muffin?
that they're
Okay,
going after
yeah.
the entire movie.
Should have said Holy Grail. Should have said Holy Grail.
The Holy Grail is a MacGuffin. That's the whole point.
Holy Grail makes so much more sense.
Holy
I like,
MacGuffin.
Anyway.
I
Nail
like
on
the
head.
word MacGuffin.
Yeah, I like the word MacGuffin too. That's the name of the AMC bar. It's called MacGuffins. That's why it's
it is
called MacGuffins.
MacGuffins.
It's the linchpin.
Yes. So, yeah, that's why JJ loves MacGuffin plots. I mean, and that's also a big thing with Spielberg as well, because he's a big old Spielberg. Oh, somebody walking by. Oh, that's spooky. Anyway, what was I saying?
MacGuffin.
I got tossed
Apple
off on
of
MacGuffin
Eden.
now. The Apple of Eden, because that was the
Okay,
object from the first
year,
game.
What year were they shooting for here?
We don't know.
Spanish Inquisition.
Which is
15th
1600s? 15th century?
Okay,
Yeah,
so-
1600s.
I
Hey,
think-
we both got it right.
I think
I
the
hope.
last
We'll look it up
time
later.
the Apple of Eden had surfaced in an Assassin's Creed 1 was like 12 something,
Yeah.
Crusades era, and then Altair. Let's see, he brought the Apple of Eden back. I think Ezio
I mean, it's
got
kind
it.
of neat that they're
I'm trying to-
continuing it.
Because I
But
think in Revelations he found the Apple of Eden in Altair's hands, which would mean that was old Ezio, which is 1400s, no 1300s.
I didn't realize they were still going
When
with
the
the Apple
world-
of Eden stuff. That's
Yeah,
what.
no,
That's
well,
so I was
it's
surprised that it was still
Apple
there.
of Eden is technically still the most powerful of the artifacts, I believe. If
I
I'm
wasn't
not
'cause
mistaken.
since I had only played the first 3. I played up to Brotherhood, and so I figured at this point they must have gone on from the Apple of Eden stuff. But I guess they're still doing it because this one takes place in the universe of the games,
Yeah.
which is really cool.
Someone said it takes place during the same time as Assassin's Creed 2. I don't know if that's true.
If Spanish Inquisition is around the Renaissance, then it makes sense, which seems like it's pretty similar
but
timeline.
I think the story has progressed up to this point because the Animus they're using is like a big claw arm
Yeah.
that kind of allows him
Well,
mobility
I mean-
and stuff. I mean, they're going to change it They changed it a lot in the series as well.
I want to like this movie.
Yeah, I mean, it looks really great, and it's directed by the guy who did Macbeth with Michael Fassbender and Marianne Cotillard. Like, he kind of just took the same cast that he had from that and kind of brought it to Assassin's
Did
Creed.
Christopher Nolan?
Yeah, he did pulled a Christopher Nolan where he just took the actors he had in this last movie and then brought them to a new one. But
14.
it looks really good. They aren't showing much of the story, which I really like.
Yeah.
They've only they just keep showing like shots of them killing people, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like,
I get the same ad every day on Facebook.
Oh,
It
really?
says,
It's the Animus.
"Watch them do the legendary." Where he jumps off?
yeah, what's that called? Leap
What
of
is
Faith.
this
Yeah,
thing?
he's like, "Watch me do the
Okay,
legendary
so-
leap of faith," and it
I
has
wouldn't
Michael
be
Fassbender like
surprised.
this.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ezio makes appearance in the movie.
That'd be cool.
Oh, really?
They'll get Poe
It's during
Dameron.
the same time period.
That'd be awesome.
Wouldn't? Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about crossover,
That'd be
like
so
them bringing
cool.
other assassins in there.
I'd love to
Because
see
it was
that.
established, Spanish Inquisition was established in 1478. Ezio was born in 1429.
All right, Jordan.
So he's going to be about,
50
He'd be established by this point, right?
yeah, no, he's like head assassin Ezio at this
Ooh.
point. Like he's.
What do
he's
you
a
think
big
about
gun.
at the end of the movie? It's a very dark room.
Ooh.
There's some smoke going by, and then you see a hooded figure, and it goes. I am Ezio Auditore de Firenze, and I am here to teach you to become an assassin.
You killed my father. Prepare to
To
die.
die.
And then it just cuts to black, and then half the audience is like, "What?"
I'd be shocked if they. I mean, yeah, they could totally do it without him, but I think it would. You know, it's very possible that they do that just to make all the Assassin's Creed nerds just freak out.
Oh, yeah.
For the fact that Ezio appears on screen, because yeah, if that's during the same time period, like this would be because Ezio in Assassin's Creed Revelations was probably about like 60 years old. So
That's kind of the end of a lifespan, though.
yeah,
That time.
Wait, let me double check that because I'm almost certain he finds the Apple of Eden with Altair.
Well, that's what I figured it was. Well, no. Well, yeah, because the whole thing is the Templars are trying to go through there to find where it was last. Like, they're trying to find it. Right?
Because Ezio died in 1524.
What's the most successful video game movie?
Halo.
6.
Just kidding.
Please, Joseph.
Hitman probably was, right?
Salt in the Wold. I mean, that was the best one in my opinion, but
Well,
I don't
it
know
was
about
probably the most
successful.
successful.
No,
This
no,
is
no. Warcraft. Warcraft made
Oh, yeah, that's
boku
okay.
bucks overseas.
Boku bucks.
It made a lot of money in China.
It's just like I feel like not necessarily the movies themselves, but the title video game movie kills them before it even gets a chance to start.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I also think, I mean, a lot of video games are kind of thinner on story anyway, but the ones adapted so far,
Assassin's
like,
Creed, you could go do a lot with.
yeah, you can do anything with, and it also doesn't alienate the fan base because it's not you can change things. Every
Yeah.
single game is different typically.
It's
so,
not like you're Master Chief in every
Yeah.
thing.
One of my biggest gripes about like Resident Evil and stuff like that was that
Oh,
it
yeah,
wasn't
Resident
Resident Evil, and then eventually they started trying to shoehorn other characters in from the franchise,
Yeah, I
from the
never realized
games.
those two were together for a while.
Yeah,
I
it's
know they
like
had the same name, but
yeah, the first one is a little bit closer, but they eventually just kind of just do their own fucking thing, and they're like whatever. But but even the Resident Evil franchise does that, I guess. So I can't be. But I was more so into the first 3 games, and they were a little bit more contained. And the first movie is contained, but they kind of changed things a little bit too much. And Doom was they're like, let's not make it a portal, let's make it mutations and stuff like that. Like a portal to hell would be fucking awesome.
yeah.
And instead, you made it mutated scientists, which is weird and not as good. And The
Generic.
Rock, yeah.
It also seems like there's not a lot of movie video games anymore either that are like successful.
Yeah, outside of Angry Birds and Warcraft.
Yeah, Angry Birds.
Yeah, you never really think about that. But I think of it as a brand anyway. I don't think of it as a video game more so. But except for the video game.
Yeah.
I'm going to drink more.
Do it.
What were you looking up, Jordan?
I'm just kind of checking into Ezio's past here.
What wiki is it called?
The fandom wiki, of course. I'm just kind of poking around to see because this brings all the information from the game that I can't remember that is pertinent to such. It was 1459 that Ezio was born, which would make him what age for the Spanish Inquisition?
Ezio?
Yeah.
1459 went to Spanish Inquisition.
And for
So I was wrong about the 1600s.
Spanish. I just said it. Why didn't anyone hear me?
I was
your job.
in my head.
It was. I don't remember.
Oh, they've wanted.
Something
Spanish
68.
Inquisition was enacted in 1478, which would
78.
mean he would be this is a young Ezio.
21.
Yeah, he's like 20.
If it's at the beginning.
Yeah. But if it's pushed forward, then Ezio's anywhere from 21
To, like,
to
40.
like 40 during this period. So depending on those, because during Assassin's Creed 2, Ezio's like 20 to 30 years old, I believe, through Brotherhood, and then during Revelations, he's like
Fast
50.
forwards. Yeah.
Pokemon movie.
Oh, yeah, they're doing that Detective Pikachu movie.
And the original Pokemon movie. I like
yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah.
But yes,
But they are doing
They
Detective
should.
Pikachu.
I don't know why they're doing that.
They have a director got attached to that recently. I can't remember who though.
Have they
Nobody
attached,
I know of.
what's his name from It's Always Sunny yet?
Danny DeVito.
Have they attached him to it?
To the Detective Pikachu. Did
There was
he
a
do the
big
voice
fan
of
thing
something?
for a while. They wanted him to be
Yeah.
the voice of Pikachu.
Pikachu.
I'm Pikachu.
I'm investigating this murder because I'm a detective.
It just sounds like a weird movie.
And a
Doesn't it?
It sounds like a really weird movie.
Rob McClellan from It's Always Sunny is directing the Minecraft movie, and that's still moving forward. That's still going forward, and sounds. I think they had made some.
That
announcement
will
on
do better
recently,
than
too.
any other video game movie out
You
there.
know, they crushed the
Probably.
fan project.
How did,
crushed it.
How did
Oh, really?
was it Ratchet and Clank movie?
Yeah, somebody had mentioned that in the chat.
yeah.
It was a
That's-
video game tie-in.
That's like a kid movie, like, and usually kid movies do.
Ratchet
really
and Clank
good.
had, for me, a
'Cause
slightly
they
more
totally
adult sense of
marketed
humor.
it.
I don't remember
they
it
marketed
doing well.
as a kids movie. Like it
Yeah.
didn't even. You couldn't even tell it was a video game thing. It was just like super kid oriented trailers and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Well, it tied into the video game. Like all those cutscenes.
But
were
I'm
in
just
there.
saying, like it seemed when they're marketing.
Did they
it, that
recreate
had
stuff?
Nothing to do with the.
The movie is the game. So if you play the game, you see the movie.
oh really?
Yeah, I believe so.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was a weird.
It seemed like a slightly different origin. Like, well, not like horribly different, but it seemed a little different
That's what I heard.
from what
I
I
didn't
saw.
play it, so.
Because I've played Ratchet and Clank, but
Have you played the new one?
no, I should. I have the collection, the remasters, or not remasters, but the collection, the PS3 collection.
fun.
I need to play those again. They're really great. Any of you guys play Ratchet and Clank? Yeah, Joe has.
Yeah, we watched Phil play once.
Oh yeah, that was really good.
They
Have
canceled it when Ratchet and Clank
destroyed.
bombed.
The Sly Cooper movie, or what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did they
Yep.
announce a Sly Cooper movie? I don't
There
even
was,
remember.
there was like whispers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They
No.
it seemed like they spent a lot of money on marketing for that on Ratchet and Clank because I saw trailers and TV
Because
spots.
they were trying to
and
do
it was-
like
yeah,
the kid movie thing.
they were
like-
really going for the kid movie, but
Bless you.
Stephanie-
Bless.
there was nothing really remarkable in the marketing. And I love Insomniac and I love their games and I love Ratchet and Clank, but I was not, hyped for it at all.
I'm excited for Spider-Man.
Oh yeah. Homecoming. Have you guys watched that trailer?
Oh, the video game. I believe Insomniac.
Ooh, Mario movie.
Oh yeah,
Sonic
that looks
movie.
good as well.
But yes, the movie too. On
we
Nights.
we haven't talked about the Spider-Man Homecoming trailer.
Yeah, Joe mentioned it.
Did you?
I
But
just
we
brought
didn't
it up,
talk
but we-
about
yeah,
it.
we
Yeah,
didn't- we didn't
We can
talk
talk
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Go
Talk
for
about
it.
it. Talk about it. What do we think,
It looks amazing.
Jordan? Have you seen
I
it?
just saw portions of it on an auto-played Twitter video with no sound.
Did you see the beginning thing where it's like,
I know, I hate that.
and then it goes into preview, like approved for
It's
all
a preview
audiences?
for a preview.
I just want to say that's a total lie. We just watched that trailer at my house like 2 days ago.
You liar.
Which one was that?
This what was Spider-Man
what
in
happens
it?
in it?
What's her name walks in? Like
Spider-Man's in it?
It starts off and it's more like high school stuff,
Was
and then
Marissa Tomei in it?
Spider-Man's in it.
she's in one shot in the trailer, I think.
That's
Oh no,
why I
in
don't
the
remember.
international trailer, she's in one
You
shot.
That's
might
why I
you might
don't
remember
remember.
this. Spider-Man. was in it.
You like he was just looking for Marissa Tomei stuff.
Looking for Marissa
Zendaya's in it.
Toenails.
Who?
Zendaya.
Zendaya? Yeah, she was.
cares
In,
about
They were
Zendaya?
creeping on
she
her.
was walking by and they were like scoping her.
Yeah.
He's like, that's a different
cares about
skirt.
Zendaya, that Disney star?
Is she playing Mary Jane?
Nope.
Yeah, she's
Sorry, I didn't mean to be so.
She's playing like Liz or something like that. Isn't that the name of the character?
Yeah,
right?
it's Liz. Yeah.
Tony Stark was
Elizabeth
in it.
something.
Elizabeth
Turner.
Is that so?
Elizabeth Turner.
Yeah. Oh my god. Her
You
name's
best start believing in Ghost Story. No, actually, no. Didn't they say?
Guys, I just got a notification from Pokemon Go. Hurry up and catch the festive. And then that's all.
It's gonna say Festive Pikachu.
Oh, there we go. Limited edition Pikachu.
Oh,
For a
what?
limited time, trainers will encounter limited edition Pikachu in the wild.
We gotta
With
get
a
on
Santa
that.
hat, and if it evolves, it keeps the hat.
What?
So you can have a Raichu
We
with the
need
hat.
to get on that.
Oh my goodness.
We need to get on that.
Okay, sync up game. I haven't played you in a month.
There
You
you
know,
go.
I was thinking about tying my phone to my drone and flying around very slowly.
But then you have to. How are you gonna catch Pokemon?
I don't care about the Pokemon. I care about the walking. Like if I want to just hatch all my eggs.
How long does the battery last?
Oh, well, you can't go that
How long does
fast.
the battery last?
For what?
On
You could
drone.
do a circuit.
I don't know. If I was going slow, I could probably make it last for like 10 minutes.
Just Google
How-
average.
how far
Yeah,
did
but
walk
what,
speed.
you would just be standing still. Why not just walk?
And also, the way it works is Pokemon
I guess it's just more fun to fly the
refreshes
drone,
every
yeah.
60 seconds with your location. So
Huh?
it'd be bop, 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 bop. So if you're going in a circle, it wouldn't track that. It doesn't do steps. It tracks your location every few seconds and updates it.
Yeah, so it'd make me
You
walk
have to go in like
around
a straight
big
line to get the
circle.
most distance.
No, that's not true.
That's very true.
Spencer,
Hey, Spencer reads Reddit all the time.
You're
I
ruining
read
my
Reddit
fun.
all the time.
Any Reddit, all the Reddits, the
I like
Nuggets
how-
Reddit
so they
mostly.
added
The Nuggets
Nearby?
Reddit's sad.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's really
did
sad.
you guys see they added the nearby thing here?
Finally,
I haven't
again?
opened up Pokemon
okay, so it's
since
a
the
little
last
bit
time we did a
different.
Pokemon
This is
video.
actually kind of cool, and I like this. So when you click on the thing,
It
you
shows
can.
points.
I really can't show this to the camera unless, yeah, it's really not anything you can see on here. But it shows the Pokestop that they're nearby.
That's
So,
cool.
Oh,
so
cool.
it shows the picture of the Pokestop. If you click on it, it goes there and it tells you how many steps. So, and then it
So
shows
they
you where
finally
it's at.
fixed it.
So it's like, hey, that's 3
Thank
steps
you.
away. But that's different, obviously, because it's like saying that it's around a Pokestop. But it actually keeps track of it now, and you can kind of go off of that. So they actually fixed that tracking system, which would make which makes it a lot cooler. They added Pichu and Togepi, I believe, but they're only catchable or only hatchable, from what I understand.
Yeah, they have all the baby Pokemon from Gen 2, which is Magby, Igglybuff.
Wait, did you just say Igglybuff?
Yeah, it's Jigglypuff's baby Pokemon. It looks ugly.
Wait a second, why did I get a buzz?
Sam, what's the Clefairy baby?
Clef Note.
Cleffa.
Sam doesn't
Cleffa.
know Pokemon something?
Cleffa, that's its name.
Cleffa.
Cleffa,
My
there's
God, what a
Elekid, Pichu, and Togepi. Togepi's
So-
not a baby Pokemon, though.
They now changed the color of the eggs so that 2 kilometer eggs are green.
Oh, that's good.
5-kilometer eggs are orange, and then 10-kilometer eggs are actually purple. Oh, there's a little Pidgey.
Pichu and Togepi are in 5. Magby, Elekid, and the Jinx baby Pokemon are 10, and then Igglybuff and Clef are 2. Thank you, Reddit. You grew me into the man I am today.
Reading Reddit for the past week on the Pokemon updates. So
You just
they
gotta look
still
once.
okay. They fixed a few things, which I think is super cool. They've actually been doing some cool things with this, and I'm really
only
happy.
they had done this when
finally.
it mattered.
Yeah, oh, if only they had done it when there's actually people.
I
that
do
want to
like Pokemon Go. It was just it was so fun for that first month.
They added in location where you catch it, not a map, but just a name of a place. So this one, the Charizard I caught in Estes Park, says Estes Park, Colorado, then gives the date. You can tell what type of Pokemon they are a little better. That's been in for a while, but they actually made it a little bit cleaner.
Yeah, if you don't
looking.
like memorize all 700 of them, it's kind of difficult.
Yeah, you can still transfer. Wait, which one? What is transfer?
It gives you don't do it. Don't do it.
Because that's for the okay.
Let's
no,
get
I
the candy
remember.
back.
Yeah. No, I was just remembering. But they also
And
added
there's
in
now
the buddy
week-
system, which
There's
was an
weekly and
older
monthly
update.
bonuses too, which is nice.
They added a lot of the daily bonuses too, where if you get the first catch of the day, that adds to it. First Pokestop of the day. I like the tracking system though that they added. I mean, I haven't really played it yet, so I don't really know. But they finally have started updating it. It
Yeah.
only took them
But it came out
half a
in-
year.
Came out over the summer, right?
Yeah, spring I think.
Okay. Yeah, it was quite a while. They just took out tracking for a while. That was stupid.
Yeah, that's what really killed them because
But-
that was the funnest part of it.
I'm glad they're fixing it. Good for them. I hope they get their audience back.
I do too, Spencer. I do too.
What's everyone's Christmas plans? Huh?
Oh, the next topic, thank God. Christmas plans. While my father's coming into town, I've only mentioned it about 800 times on the podcast.
Yep.
So
It's exciting.
that. Yeah, I'm so excited to hang out with my dad and such. That's pretty much it. We're gonna hang out on Christmas Eve, watch some It's a Wonderful Life. We talked about that last week, though.
Yeah.
Chalked about it.
Chalked it up.
What do you guys got going on? Anything?
For Thanksgiving, I'm having a vegan Thanksgiving. I'm staying in. I'm gonna have some nice Christmas opening. I went to Target, and then for $7.99 they were selling a SpongeBob Christmas.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna watch that on Christmas.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
And I'm gonna watch
SpongeBob
Elf.
Christmas. I saw Elf yesterday.
Elf's great.
I've seen it, a majority of it, several times before, or half watching it. So I have seen it before, but I watched it and I was just not too impressed.
Really?
Yeah, just I don't know. It just seemed ridiculous.
remember
and
Mr.
weird
Narwhal?
and- yes, I mean,
Bye,
that,
buddy. Hope
honestly,
you find
I think
your dad.
Mr. Narwhal was the only good part of that movie.
I do remember
That movie is so great. It mixes claymation and live action seamlessly.
See, only a cynical person says it's not that great.
For the record, last night he said he loved it. So
Oh my God, get
he
in!
keeps lying about
No, I did
everything.
not.
Yes, you did.
I did
you are
not.
lying
That's a
about
lie.
everything
That's
right
a
now.
lie.
It's not a lie.
I don't know what she's talking
Also,
about.
Target's selling Elf the musical. It's claymation too. Not that. Don't get that version. If you're a parent, don't buy your kid the musical Elf.
Yeah, parents
Buy a
don't know the
normal
difference.
Elf. There's also songs in it, and he eats gum. I love that.
That part
movie.
was kind of funny.
Yeah, what about the snowball scene?
I like when he gets punched
Snowball
by the
scene.
sand.
when he
That's pretty
decorates
funny.
the
Snowball
when he
scene's
decorates the mall, the whatever that thing's called. What,
The
Santa's got a
department
new
store.
bag. Huh? He gets hit by the taxi. He eats the spaghetti with M&Ms
funny
and syrup.
parts in it, but overall, it's just
He jumps on the tree. He burps for 2 minutes.
James Caan is such a great straight man.
He
He's
is.
so good.
I mean,
James Caan's one of my favorite parts of that movie.
Bob Newhart bugged
Fran-
me.
Bob
Francisco.
Newhart bugged you?
Yeah, he just kind of bugs me.
Fran-
He's an American
Francisco.
legend. He's going to be the next to die. Isn't he dead? Is he alive? Is he dead?
He's not going to be
Newhart?
around.
Alan
for much
Thicke died
longer.
yesterday. It's so sad. I don't have my phone.
Alan Thicke.
But I much prefer my holiday tradition, even though it's not really a holiday tradition, just something that ends up happening every year, is watching the Santa Claus. See, the Santa Claus is a much more practical movie
I haven't watched it in a while.
with
much
much
more-
more.
yeah, they go to
practic-
Denny's in it.
Much more practical
they?
movie.
Yeah. Remember they go to Denny's.
He said that's a Christmas tradition. He doesn't know they go to
Dan,
Denny's.
you didn't even remember the name of the head elf, and you're telling me they go to Denny's?
I can't remember it right now either. People haven't seen that video. They don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Bernard.
Bernard King,
Bernard. isn't that
Bernese Mountain Dog.
it? Yeah, Bernie's Mountain Dog. Fantastic.
Christmas is a great time of year. Wait, sorry. Holidays are a great time of year. Can't say Christmas.
Scott Calvin.
Yeah.
What was that?
It is Alex.
Scott Calvin.
Scott Calvin. What? That's the name of.
That's the name of
What's his
Tim
name?
Allen.
Yeah.
In,
Were you
Santa
trying to figure
Claus.
that out?
No, I was just saying it because Alex said it in the chat.
Scott Calvin. All right. Thank you, Jordan.
Happy holiday.
What about Jingle All the Way?
What do you got going on, Joe?
I like Jingle All the Way.
You got to go
I
on
watched
a...
Jingle All the Way.
Oh, Jingle All the Way.
Do they have Christmas weed?
Probably.
I hope
Christmas
so.
weed?
Yeah.
What
Not
are
that
some
I've seen.
good? Okay, here's a fun little thing. What are some good names for some strains that to have around Christmas?
Oh man.
Christmas tree.
Yuletide Kush.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, just imagine you're walking into a dispensary here and you see a holiday lineup.
I would want one for every reindeer. So Dasher,
Dasher Diesel.
Blitzen,
Dasher Diesel.
Dasher Diesel.
That have to be something that was like red nosed
Vixen.
something because like your nose gets red and you're
Red-eyed.
like red
Yeah,
nose
red-eyed,
Rudolph.
red-eyed.
Red-eyed.
Rudolph the red-eyed reindeer.
There you go. That's one. Yep. We're getting somewhere now.
Oh, Jesus.
Um,
Mistletoe OG. I like that one.
What is
Mistletoe OG. That's a good
I
one.
thought you said mistletoe.
Mistletoe. I know.
haven't heard
I'm
anything
slurring.
fantastic yet. I want to hear something that's just like the
I
best.
like Rudolph the
blend.
red-eyed
A
reindeer.
That one's pretty
Rudolph
good.
the
Yeah.
Come on.
red-eyed reindeer had a very stuffy nose.
And then they go.
What else?
Oh, man.
Nothing like thinking on a podcast.
Yeah.
That'd
You
be-
know, I thought
Watch
people
us
would be
think.
firing these a little bit quicker than just thinking about.
If only we had come up with this topic beforehand, we could
Let's-
have
let's
prepared
leave,
a list.
I got to think about
Let's
Christmas
leave
stuff
Santa
first.
some edibles this year. And get high for the rest of the night. Like,
No, they have cookies. They have cookies.
Dank the halls.
Oh,
Dank the Halls
I like
is pretty
it.
good.
they should do an edible fruit cake, but no one would eat it.
yeah.
That reminds me of that
Nobody-
lady at the pizza place we went to.
Oh,
the
yeah.
other day.
Oh,
Do you remember her?
yeah.
Does anyone?
Oh,
remember
yeah.
her?
Oh, yeah.
I put weed butter in everything.
Yeah, she was just kind of like this really happy, like super outgoing lady, but you could also tell she was just super high.
She had a cannabis Thanksgiving and
And-
a cannabis Christmas.
She's like, I cooked. We were like, sorry, we have all these orders. But she was like, no, I cooked 2 turkeys for Thanksgiving. Had to have an edible one in there as well. And we were like, wait, an edible? What do you mean? Well, we knew what she
Yeah.
meant. We just wanted to clarify. And she was like, yeah, you gotta make sure you're high for Thanksgiving. We had a edible or THC mashed potatoes, THC stuffing. We just used that THC butter and everything.
They're doing a THC glazed ham for Christmas.
Yeah,
Ooh.
she has.
Man.
and
She
I
was
even like
she
him
was
when I
pretty
do
cool
that.
though. She was
Yeah, she was
super nice, and she was
very
like, "Come
cool.
back and say
Her
hi."
name's
and-
Harley.
Oh yeah, her
like
name
the
was
Queen.
Harley.
She
that's
invited
right.
us to her Christmas
Sirens
dinner.
of Denver.
There is an open invitation to her Christmas dinner.
What? That's
of her
awesome. I didn't hear that.
She invited Steph, I believe.
Yeah. Sorry,
Just
guys.
Steph, not us.
So wait, so
Just
it's
Steph.
THC turkey plus the tryptophan.
Oh, God, you're done.
Do you just like eat in
You,
bed?
you take a bite and then you go to sleep.
Oh,
then pass out?
Yeah,
man.
fun for the whole family.
Yeah.
I'll
Paranoia for the whole family.
I'll put weed in everyone's stocking this Christmas.
I'm gonna think.
Speaking
of
of
some
which,
more.
anyone think of any?
I was trying to think while we were talking,
Oh.
but I didn't think of any.
Silver buds.
See, I feel like some of it,
Silver
like
buds.
no silver buds, that'd be pretty good.
Silver
Christmas
buds.
lit lights.
All right,
Fuck this
let's
game.
move on to that.
I feel like I'd buy one that's called Santa's beard. I'd buy that. No, it's not necessarily a pun, but it sounds good.
Tannin
Santa
blaze.
dandruff.
Blaze.
Oh, what? Wait,
Mary puns.
for Rudolph, it was
Mary
it was all
puns.
overcast, wasn't it that night? Like it was smoky for when Rudolph was trying to take off.
Yeah, it was too foggy for him to.
What we had to use, like,
tonight.
Christmas fog. There we go. Something like that. Rudolph can fly
Or-
through it. I don't know. Move on to the next topic.
Chimney something. All right.
All right. People have been asking us about 800 times in the chat, despite us already talking about it. Why is this the last Office Hubcast? It's because we're moving offices.
Yep.
But also, this leads into our next topic. What is some of our favorite moments in the office that we've had in the past 2 years that we've been here? We can close out on this topic. And OG Nog is pretty good. Cardboard tube.
Ooh.
OG Nog.
I like that.
Favorite moments. What's your favorite moment, Joseph?
Rasta the Red Eye.
Favorite moment. What was it?
Rasta the red-eyed reindeer. That's good. Oh,
No,
Blitz,
Blazen.
Yeah.
Blitzden.
No, Blaisden.
You can just say
Blaze,
Blitzen.
Blaisden.
Blitzen
yeah.
is pretty
Omni.
canon. Favorite movie.
moment.
Moment in
Moments.
the office.
Mrs. Cush,
Moments in the office.
maybe
Well,
like Mrs. Claus.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not great.
Well, like
I'd buy it.
Santa's little reefer.
You and I were talking about. I was mentioning this. Like one of my favorite things that we ever did in the office was the One in a Mill campaign that you and Little Joe did.
Yeah.
And you guys fucking killed it and made it amazing. And there was awesome design with the shirt. And Joe was just killing it with putting out the tweets and, you know, kind of
Oh,
just bringing
yeah.
everybody together. And it was really fun, atmospheric time to kind of just look back at what we had done at that point, but also where we were going. And it was a really fun culmination moment.
Yeah, that
And
hustle and bustle.
Yeah, like it felt like we were really cooking with grease at that time.
Live streams
Yeah.
are always the highest moments for me because that was like everyone like putting their heads together
Yeah.
and being like, "This is what we're fucking doing."
Yeah.
And like you'd sleep in the office and wake up and there'd still be a stream going.
Yeah.
Like I always thought that was kind of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
man,
I like
waxing
the-
my fucking eyebrows.
Yeah, I'd say the worst thing I've done was the first thing I did.
Yeah, the Sour Spencer.
Sour Spencer was the worst thing I
Getting
did.
swatted.
That destroyed
Getting
my
swatted.
mouth. It was in this
That
room.
was your favorite?
Yeah.
That was my favorite.
So,
That was
how
your
many
favorite
years
moment.
has it been? Has the hub been here?
Doing this
this
office?
is
This
the
third.
yeah, because the initial lease was 2 years, and we added a year on, and so this is the final,
yeah.
the end of the third year coming up here.
Man, that's
Man,
nuts.
3 years.
3 years?
Yep.
Wasn't
3
it?
years.
It was 2014 though. Oh yeah, it's almost 2017. Jesus Christ! Anyway, man, 3 years.
2017.
Yeah, because people were saying, I saw a comment somewhere. It's like it seems like they move every couple of years, or we move every couple of years. But we moved first house 1 year, second house 1 year. This place 3
Yep.
years.
yeah.
That's nuts.
That is crazy.
And we just got that lucky always move in December, January
Yeah.
section,
Yeah.
which is honestly the worst time of the year to have to move all the time.
Yeah.
True.
That's
There's
pretty
so
bad.
much else going on.
Yeah, today is frigid.
It's pretty sharp.
Anybody?
I remember the week where we broke like 4 paintings.
paintings.
Yeah, we everyone kept knocking frames off
I
the
mean
wall.
frames.
Oh, okay.
There was a week where we knocked like 4 frames
Since
off
people
the
don't
wall.
know how to exercise, not slamming doors.
It's so good for videos though, and I did it twice.
And all of a sudden,
That was pretty fun.
it's like,
though.
yeah, that was a common
I
occurrence.
remember when my priceless Nosferatu poster got destroyed because people
Oh.
decided to dick around. It wasn't
Yeah.
even for a video.
No, this is
people
off
decided
video.
to dick around and ruin my poster.
That
It
is
was
pretty fucked up.
It was
Yep.
horrible. I remember that. That was my favorite moment in the office.
Getting swatted.
I know you guys gave me that day off because I was gonna come.
I was the only one. Yeah, it was only Jordan and I,
because I was at band practice. My phone blew up.
and we were also about to go out of town the next day for PAX.
I thought it was later the week.
Nope.
No, it was the next
It
day.
was the
Holy
next
shit.
day,
That's why I didn't end up
It
going
was like the
because
next
I
day
was-
or the day after.
Yeah.
It was pretty quick.
Because
there.
I was getting the Bravo team thing cut together for the panel,
Yeah.
and that was a whole thing about a SWAT team busting in, and
Yeah, super ironic.
yeah, crazy ironic. So much so that I didn't show the my detective guy I showed him what I was working on, but I didn't show him that because I thought he might think some things. He might put two and two
Yeah.
together. So I interfered with an
Well,
investigation.
he was playing a terrorist game.
Yeah, he was playing terrorist wind popped up when he was being on the ground. We talked about this last week or one of the weeks before,
Gee.
but yeah.
Oh man. I also
Many-
liked when I danced in the Australian shorts. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of me dancing half naked.
There's a lot of you half naked. Period.
Yeah,
You do it to yourself, Spencer. We never request it.
I know. Do it out of the kindness of my heart.
I don't know, I feel like a lot of my favorite moments in the time that we've been in the office have also been outside of because my favorite moments a lot of the time are like events.
Yeah, conventions.
PAX, Comic Con. When did we do a Comic Con here? I don't think we did when we were in the office. But yeah, RTX is amazing. It's really awesome meeting you guys, and that kind of is what makes it really fun.
I like the Mary Kate and Ashley recording.
Oh really?
That game was so shitty.
I was getting texts throughout that from
because
Jordan.
Dex was going
Yeah,
like
Dex
this.
kept stopping
We had
his feet.
probably the highest amount of noise complaints
Yeah.
during one day.
Jordan kept
Also,
texting
one
me.
of the longest recordings they
Yeah,
ever did.
it was 3.5 hours, almost
3
4 hours.
Almost 4 hours long, where I had to step out that day for some reason. So my phone, I was getting emails left and right from the landlord like, hey, guys below are saying there's a lot of noise coming from upstairs. And I'm like, okay, I think they're almost done. Like, I'll tell them to tone it down. And I just kept texting Dan. I was like, hey, I keep on getting noise complaints. And
Well, the game would have gone longer too. It just ended because I went past like for the third lap. You had to do 4 or 5, and it just gave it to me.
Yeah,
But I had
that was-
everyone in
that
my
was
car.
Hilarious.
That
was so
recording
funny.
was something else.
That was pretty good.
Man.
James was trying to get on Ben's dick.
Yeah,
What?
it was a really shitty part of the game.
It was part of the game. It was part of the game. Only Spencer and I know what that's about, and the people who watched it.
You
And
should
I
be
also got
happy
to
you don't
Photoshop Ben
know. It was
Affleck into
awful.
a
It was
into a
so
thumbnail.
bad.
So I picked Ben Affleck.
I kind of miss my own little office with little Joe. Like,
Yeah.
I like the bullpen more, but it was kind of fun having a place you could like hide in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your little nest.
But I like the bullpen more actually. It's more to talk about.
I liked like, my rotating castmates in my office. At first it
Yeah.
was you,
Yep.
and then it was Joe, and then it was just this guy. He was my favorite.
That's good.
Steph, what's your
what's
favorite?
most
What's one
important.
of your favorite moments from the Office?
Okay, well, this was the biggest pain in the ass to set up and get done, but I loved doing Harry Girls.
Ooh,
Which
yeah.
it was so long ago, but I thought that was so funny.
That was a fun
Yeah.
recording.
Yeah.
It was honestly the best outfit I've ever seen Joe in, and I wish he wore it on a regular basis.
Hell yeah.
Wasn't he the
I might
pimp in
adopt
that or
it.
something like that?
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
like a pink
The sequin,
sequenced
yeah.
suit jacket, pink hat, or just
Like
cowboy
great,
hat,
yeah.
and then like
A
big
cane.
glasses, and then the cane, of course.
Yeah, it's some gold shades.
It
Pimp
fit
Joe.
him very well.
Man, that was the only parody we ever did,
Yep.
music video wise. We did plenty of parodies.
Yeah, we were just testing the waters.
It was fun.
And then that stupid Jeep that we used for that you guys didn't assemble correctly, and I told you multiple times, just put it together.
Yep.
Then we don't have to deal with it. And then it
Hey,
didn't
I put it
work
together,
because
but
no
it
one
didn't
put it
work.
together, and then it broke, and then it's just sitting in the room where we're piling up trash right now. So it's just gonna end
It's
up in a
still good.
trash bin.
I'm either gonna harvest its organs or we're gonna donate it to charity.
That was James's. He bought it and never did anything with it. He was going to do one of
I
his.
thought we got it.
No, we got it for
separately.
Harry Girls.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
was it?
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
got it for. No, I think that was
No,
something
wasn't-
else that he got.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
we
had
got
a
it
different
for him.
truck?
Yeah, there's a different truck that
Yeah,
he got. That was
okay.
in the old house.
Maybe he took that one then.
Yeah, no, I'm
All
pretty
right.
sure that ended up in his garage somewhere. Because we totally
He had
got
that forever.
Why did we buy that whole pink Jeep for that?
I don't
Wait,
know.
we bought. So I remember. I think I talked about this when we talked about this a couple weeks ago because we talked about the Harry Styles video. But like that was the first video where I was like, whatever. Like
Yeah.
everybody, I would let you guys do it because I didn't know what the fuck was going on with it.
Yeah, no, there was a lot of up in the air stuff that was like, well, I guess we're like a lot of in like the moment decisions.
Yeah.
A lot of people switching out, a lot of random choices, but I think it turned out pretty good.
Classic.
Classic. There's a lot of good memories here.
Oh yeah.
I liked getting swatted
Always comes back
and
to that.
my foot. I mean, their foot in my face and getting fondled for the.
They put a
Half
foot in your
hour.
face.
They fondled you.
Yep,
Were you a child?
it was pretty fun.
You can counter swat them now.
I like Secret Santa in the bullpen last year. That was fun. I like all the Secret Santas. Those were always.
I think I liked the
fun.
year before a little bit better.
No, I just
Yeah,
thought
because we
that
did-
was my
yeah.
best planning was for last year. Because the first year I gave Joe a bunch of shit, little Joe.
Yeah, Babu was 2 years ago.
Yeah, and then last year I gave Dex the bottle of vodka. I thought that was pretty funny.
Dex got me that big Millennium Falcon thing. That was awesome. I still, it's half put together. I still haven't put it together all the way. That's kind of funny to check in a year later. Yes. All right. I'm just looking at Jordan now.
Sorry, I was distracted by this.
That thing doesn't pour correctly.
I know I have to shake it, but it
little
creates
magnet.
quite the cool little magnetic.
All right, time to start
construction
breaking
at
down the
bottom.
set.
No. Yeah. So thank you so much for joining us for today's Hubcast. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Start handing all the stuff down here. Thank you so much for joining us. This is the last.
Wait, leave it. I gotta take photos.
Yeah, we should probably not remove stuff so Joe can take photos.
It's reattachable.
It's already too much damage has been done.
It's too late now. But we'll keep you guys updated on what's going on. We have the holiday season here. We're moving out and all that great stuff. So, but we're going to get the set broken down and get moving out of here. But thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys later on the next Hubcast.
See you guys.
Hello?
I'm covering my dick because I have a boner.
Bye.
What?
Did you cut me off?
No, I was frantically looking for the music.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Did you just hit stop record yet?
No, I can though.
Hit stop record.
But I don't want to just yet.
Bye. Hit it now. Now.